Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Ba-dum-dum. Bum, bum, bum. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Buc It Podcast. Welcome aboard this ship with your host, Clay Major and Joe Lozier. Joe, I don't know why you had a loss for words at your name, but this is great, man. We're going through great waters right now. Outstanding. You should have heard some kind of pirate song coming in. We did a little focus group. Apparently, it was going too long. That's because some people don't have professional editors, but we'll get there.
Yeah,
We'll get there,
very
man.
low budget, very high
Very
quality content.
low. But big budget, big baller stats. Joe Lozier, you were at the game this weekend. How was it?
Oh, it was good. You know what? This is the second home game. I know it's been a while since the last home game. Both games at the 2-minute warning in the fourth quarter, 2-minute warning, radio silence, no PA, no music, no nothing at all. Radio silence. And then the game starts back, and then the PA announcer jumps back in. It was great.
It was
It was
good.
cool. A lot of red. I don't know
A lot
how
of
many
red.
Cardinals fans were there because they didn't make any noise because they were losing the whole game, and they were wearing red. And the kid sitting behind me, shout out to the kid sitting behind me, Dad. If your dad's watching right now, the kid that was screaming
ERS, go Bucks.
Props to you, kid. Props to you,
Give
Dad.
that man a scholarship.
Give him
So
game ball.
Joe was at the aforementioned game that we just talked about, which is Tampa Bay Buccaneers coming out victorious against the Arizona Desert Cardinals, 20-17. Closer game than we would have liked. My prediction was pretty close, Joe.
Yeah,
Pretty close.
Pretty close.
Not close enough.
No.
Close. Things I liked in this game. Like, this is our recap portion. We give over, in case you're new to the show, we give things that we like about each game, things we dislike about each game, and do our best along the way.
I feel like we have more things that we like about this game than we have the last three games, which makes sense.
Yeah, well, it's actually pretty even for me,
Okay.
but we do it.
What's something you like?
We do it. Something I liked. Can we say the bow, 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 reinforcements to the rescue, baby? Who am I talking about, Joe? I'm talking about don't make a scene. It's just Jamel Dean. I'm talking about Chris Godwin. I'm talking about Hassan, Red, Dick, Ben Breederson. I shouldn't have said Hassan Reddick breakdown like that. That sounded bad. But I'll take it, baby. We had them all back, and it looked great out there.
And Bucky Irving.
Bucky Irving.
Yeah.
Bucky, how did I leave Bucky off this list?
Chris only played four snaps last week. He played a lot more than that this week.
He played a lot more, and his stats went good.
Yeah.
Another thing I liked in this, speaking of great stats, Joe, Arizona was bringing pressure. Maybe not, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, generating blitzes, but they were certainly getting to Baker. There was a lot of pressure in this one. So maybe not like, but you know what I do like out of that? Is these under pressure stats from Baker Mayfield, who was pressured 39.4% of dropbacks. He went 6 for 11, 114 yards, and 1 tutty on the day.
Nice. While being under pressure.
While being under pressure.
Cool.
But slash being
Yeah.
blitzed. So, I mean, give or take what you want to do with that.
That goes into something that I don't like. Dan Feeney, dude, got pushed back like every single time I'm watching this guy. Every single time Baker dropped back, Dan Feeney was just getting pushed around. I'm not a coach. I don't get paid to make the decision on what to do, but clearly he's not the answer at right guard.
Don't touch me in my Feeney, Dan. Thing I didn't like in this one, Joe, I think you're going to agree with this one, is tackling.
Joe.
Tackling. Michael Carter, who stands all of 5'9" and 2-something pounds, I'm sure you. I don't have those stats in front of me, but I assure you it's about somewhere close to that.
Servasi Dennis, if you're not going to tackle somebody, we might as well just put a linebacker or a cornerback or a safety in your spot.
Excuse me, 5'8", 201 pounds. Jacob Parrish missed the first initial tackle. Not bad, right? Zion McCollum's there to clean him up. Wrong. Zion missed the secondary tackle, which he might have used 3 fingers there. That's Zion. And then Servasier sees this from a distance and says, you know what, man? I need to be the cleaner here. I'm going to be clean up. I'm bad in clean up, and I'm going to hit a home run, and tries to do the up stick, the right stick,
Yeah.
and just gives him the full shoulder,
Yeah.
but half of it connected, and he goes down for a first down. That was on a pivotal 3rd down.
And that wasn't the only run. Like, we're talking about that one specific run. If you watch the game, you know what we're talking about. It was abysmal. 3 missed tackles. It was terrible. But there were plenty of Michael Carter touches that the Bucs just tried to arm tackle him or finger tackle him. You know who was not things I liked? Antoine Winfield Jr. was flying around the field on Sunday. Flying around, just causing havoc. Good job, Antoine. Good to see you playing the way that you like playing.
Absolutely. 7 total tackles, 1 pass deflection, and an interception on the day. That's going to be a good day.
Yeah.
Not to mention the pressure he brings off those blitzes.
Things we like, Jamel Dean playing 95% of the snaps, which means
95%.
Which means Todd Bowles can throw out those exotic blitzes that we talked about, sending the safety, sending the linebacker, sending the corners.
Exactly.
And see what happened.
Whether or not it was a factor of Benjamin Morrison not playing, I think going forward, this was a good, technically speaking, day from Jamel Dean.
Yeah.
Right? And Antoine and the safety. I even think Tyke had a good day. Minus only having 2 tackles, so don't bet that on the Hard Rock anymore, ladies and gentlemen. The system's broken. Hard Rock got in his ear and said, quit doing that.
Yeah.
We're the Seminoles. We're losers.
Bro.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go get it. Go get it.
That.
John Summerall, baby. I cried a little bit when we didn't get Lane Kiffin, but John, welcome to Florida. Love you, man. Worse, first offensive lineman to score a touchdown for the Buccaneers since 2017, Joe Lozer.
2017.
2017. Do you have any idea who that would be?
I couldn't even repeat who you told me scored that touchdown.
I'll give you 3 names.
Okay. Oh, I'll be able to get it then. Go ahead.
Okay.
It wasn't Donald Penn.
Wasn't Donald Penn.
Okay, give me 2 more names.
Gotcha. Carl Smith, Carl with a C. Dontavian Nix, Nix with an X. Or Leonard Wester, not Webster, Wester. W-E-S-T.
Leonard Webster.
Woo! Wrong pronunciation of the last name, but that is exactly it. I have no idea who that Tampa Bay Buccaneer is,
No,
Joe.
honestly, never.
That is a name. When I read that stat, I said to myself, I don't remember this man.
Did you get that from Wikipedia? Did we fact check this?
Well, I got the name from Peter Report. I did not fact check Leonard Western if he is a real man. Let's do this right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. Pull this up here.
While he's doing that, something that I really liked.
Oh my Jesus. Leonard Western is an American former professional football offensive tackle.
Okay.
For the Buccaneers and Jacks. Incredible.
Chris Godwin, 3 catches, 78 yards, and the yards after catch were nice. You know, he broke a couple tackles, he caught the ball, he saw the space. That's what Chris Godwin's good at, right? You give him the ball, and he makes things happen. And it was nice. Would love to see Bucky run north and south a little bit more instead of a whole lot of east and west. I know he breaks these balls. He breaks balls. I know he breaks off explosive plays and stuff, but like there's sometimes where I was watching him and it was like he was just looking too long for that hole. Sometimes you just got to collect that 4 or 5 yards, man, and just get down. Yeah. I say that from my armchair quarterback.
Bucky was huge get back, though. He did bring juice to that offense. I think needed it. It did look good. Rashad White starting off the drive wasn't a good sign to see, but once Bucky came in, the offense kind of changed.
Offensively, we kind of stalled a little bit there. Came out a little hot and then kind of stalled throughout the game. And it goes back to what we've said before. Like, does Josh Gazard just – is he playing like Madden or like is there a game plan? Does he know what he's doing? Like, it just seemed like there was no rhythm. There was no character to the offense. There was really no game plan. It was more just like a press buttons and smash type of game plan again. And maybe some more experience will get him going. It looked like a Byron Leftwich offense.
You know what will get him going, maybe, Joe, is if receivers quit dropping balls. Emeka Ibuka had a couple of huge drops in this one. Chris also dropped a potential touchdown pass, so let's not give too much flowers there. Did look good.
Speaking of me being at the game, right? Mm-hmm. So that was in the end zone. I'm the end zone, 12 rows up from the end zone, and I see this play developing, and I see Chris, and I see Baker, and so it was Chris and I forget which other receiver were both running slants, both running ins. And there were 3 defenders there. And I saw Baker load up to throw this bullet. And I was like, where is he trying to fit this into? And it was a beautiful ball. Absolutely perfect dime to Chris. The only problem was Chris was coming out of his break and hadn't looked up. So I'm watching Chris. And as Chris's face looks up, the ball's already here. Is that on Chris? Should Chris have looked sooner? Probably, maybe.
You're saying the ball was there?
The ball was.
And he was open? He just didn't turn his head quick enough?
Was he open? I mean, that ball from Baker was dynamite.
Bingo. There you go.
It was such a tight window that Baker threw that into.
Joe, that is great eyes on the field observation. But, sir,
he didn't catch it.
Chris Godwin, Emeka Egbuka are both hovering around the 50% catch rate.
Not good.
Not good. Chris Godwin is, in fact, below that number. Emeka is at 52.94.
Emeka seems like he can't catch. I don't want to say he can't catch while he's being covered, but it seems like he catches the wide open ones a lot.
It's over the middle where he's dropping them a lot,
Yeah.
and I don't know what's there.
Maybe
Now, for
a mental game?
maybe. For reference, ladies and gentlemen, that 53 from Egbuka and below 50 for Chris. Cade Allen's got a 70% catch rate. Sterling's got a 75%, and Tez has got a 60. So when you got your two best wide receivers not making catch rates, I'm not sure if it's the game plan or if it's just the players not executing.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
So that's a dislike for me. Another dislike in this one, giving up 300 yards of passing. It was a close game. The Cardinals pretty much just went to the pass. They did get 90 yards rushing on us. Jacoby Brissett was tearing us up. Thank goodness for Antoine Winfield's interception in that red zone there, because this would have been a different game without it.
Antoine's great.
Absolutely. Logan Hall looked good in this game, Joe. And I'm going to get my last one here. I liked John Gruden getting camera time on the Pirate ship.
Yeah.
I also liked Simeon Rice getting inducted into the Ring of Honor.
That was cool.
That's awesome
Very
stuff.
cool.
The broadcast did a little bit show of it, not a lot,
Of, like,
naturally, if they do
halftime
it.
speech.
Yeah.
It was good. It was scripted. He was staring at his phone and stuff, but it was a good speech. You know, he gave credit to everybody.
That's awesome.
It's a team effort. Shouted out Warren Sapp and Derek Brooks.
Simeon Hall of Fame. I don't know why the man's not there. No, it's insane. His stats back it up. Super Bowl champions, all pros, everything. Great run for him. So, but that's the last good thing I got, Joe.
No, we have two more good things each.
Oh, no. I got some dislikes before we get to the game.
Oh, excuse me. Just
Yeah.
kidding. Just
Yeah.
kidding.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
My last dislike, Joe, I'm sorry about this. First half, the game plan for Trey McBride, incredible. 3 catches, 17 yards. The second half for Trey McBride, and you should know this because you have him on fantasy. We went against each other this week in fantasy, and he had a great game for you. I'm watching this game, and I'm just, yes, Trey McBride isn't doing crap. Second half, where did that game plan go? Because Trey McBride had 5 catches, 65 yards, and 1 tutty in the second half alone after held to 3 for 17 in the first.
Yeah.
Where did that defensive game planning go? Were we willing to just let him beat us and not let the receivers beat us, which at that point was Michael Wilson really a threat, which going against Michael Wilson, I was happy to see he was not. And Marvin Harrison had a limp foot.
Yeah. Marvin Harrison was getting open, though. He's catching some balls.
Yeah, he looked good out there.
Yeah. But really, they were checking it down to the running backs a lot just because our linebackers, man, love you, Levante, Hall of Famer, legend, absolute legend. Dude, you're slow.
He's getting up there, man.
Yeah, I know.
I think he's got maybe one more season after
But
this.
like mad respect. We love you. We love Levante David.
We do. So now, Joe, it's the time of the portion of the show. For those of you that are new, we like to give out a game ball, which we write the names on the game ball. Joe, let's go. Who is your game ball in this matchup going to?
It's our first one. Week 13. You can't see it. Week 13. First game ball. Mine's going to Tristan Wirfs, the big guy.
Number 78.
What is he? 6 foot, 300 pounds, 320.
Man jumps out of a swimming pool in the deep end and lands outside of it.
First off, before we get to the greatness, he just looked, he was blocking. He was blocking like the all-pro that we know he can block like. The last couple weeks, he was a little shaky.
He had 2 sacks last week.
Gave up 2 sacks and he's giving up some pressures against these.
6'5", 230.
6'5",
Oh, 320.
320. And I watch him come out and he does the I'm an eligible receiver, which is speak for like, hey, look at me. I'm going to be a decoy. Nope. Baker throws a bullet to him. And Baker credits because he didn't know where Buda Baker was. So he had to put a little cheese on it. Well, he stuck it right in his chest. And Tristan just sucked it right in. Touchdown. Gave him the old celebration. I think it was it Luke Gedeke who picked him up? It was absolutely beautiful.
It was good stuff.
Congratulations. Great job. You
Good
deserve
stuff.
it.
All around. My game ball is going back to Bucky Irving. And the first game since week 4, I believe it was, 17, 61 on the ground with a tutty and the 2 catches for 20 yards. It wasn't necessarily the stats that made me want to give this game ball out, but it was the difference. The first drive, you have Rashad White in there. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think we moved down the field. I think it was 17 yards, 18 yards or something that we got that first drive. Bucky comes in next drive. We get a touchdown. There was a spark there. And Bucky is that spark. And man, if he's getting you 4 or 5 yards, I guarantee you he's already run for 20 yards.
Yeah.
This man is great. Bucky, have yourself a day. Game ball goes to you, sir.
Congratulations. One more thing about Tristan Wirfs. It was so great. I heard about it afterwards. Todd Bowles said that Tristan came over after he scored his touchdown and looked at Todd and said, "So can I have number 87 now?" And Todd Bowles said,
"Oh, from Gronk?"
"No." Todd looked at him and goes, "Well, Payne hadn't have just made that catch, I probably would have given it to you." Because Payne Durham caught the ball on the same drive. Number 87, Payne Durham. Payne had just.
So why would he be 87?
Payne Durham is number 87.
I know.
So Tristan came over and was like, "Yo, can I get 87?" Instead of 78. He was like, "Yo, can I catch balls now? Like, can I be a tight end?"
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's modern day NFL, Joe. Anybody can have any number they want to.
Sure. It was a joke. Tristan was drunk.
Tom Brady couldn't run an offense because he couldn't understand that a linebacker was not number 50.
Tom Brady couldn't run an offense because okay.
How dare you? You don't speak about the GOAT that way. How quickly we forget here.
Thank you, Tom.
Let's not forget this, that our next matchup, Joe.
Children on the lips.
It's now on. There's nothing wrong with that. He's a loving dad, and I'm not going to fight you over Tom Brady here, okay? Man won us a Super Bowl. We're going against the Saints this week, ladies and gentlemen. The dirty, nasty Saints in Raymond James Stadium. We beat them last time on the back of a defensive performance from Anthony Nelson that was legendary.
That pick six was sick.
Absolutely, and I think that was the game ball for that week that we did it, was Anthony Nelson. Yep. So good for him. Last matchup was 23-3, which leads me into this. The Saints may be 2-10, but trap games exist in the NFL, man. Let me give this to you like John Gruden, okay? Keys in this game, man. Jackson Dart, you got to slide with the football, okay? You got to take care of your career. That's a Jackson Dart, John Gruden interview quote. But keys to this one, man, you got the offense. The offense. The defense can't be superheroes in this. The offense has to move the ball. We have to look better than we did last time. This is a Saints team that has a good defense and a below average offense.
Yeah.
So your defense is going to do good, but we need the offense to step up here.
Yeah. Last time we played him was week 8, and Tyler Shook took over at halftime. We sacked him 5 times. 5 sacks in week 8. If we could do that again, I don't see different.
All in Shook, or is that split between the game?
That was split.
Okay.
Yeah. Regardless of who's the quarterback. So Shook has 4 starts under his belt. Shook has 4 starts. Miss Kitty. Hi, this is our mascot.
Yep. That's Elvis. He's a big Bucs fan.
This is Elvis Posley. He's a Bucs fan, right, Elvis? Right. Cool. Land on your feet. Thank you. So Shook has 4 starts, 4 interceptions, 2 fumbles. We sacked the Saints 5 times in week 8. Sounds like a recipe for success.
Absolutely.
My question is, Rashid Shaheed killed us for 90 some odd yards in week 8. Olave went off for 75. And that's with 2 bad quarterbacks. So do Chris Olave or Rashid Shaheed scare you at all?
Rashid Shaheed's not on the Saints anymore, so he does not scare me. But Chris Olave does scare me. Juwan Johnson also scares me in this matchup. We know our linebackers. We know their liabilities. We know they are liabilities in the passing game. Juwan Johnson lines out in the slot most of his time, actually, which is actually really cool, especially since Taysom Hill's come back. The other thing, Joe, for defense that we have to focus on here is last game we allowed 27 rushing yards. That's insane for a whole game. That's less than 7 rushing yards a quarter. So we need to keep that up. You know, we have to apply that pressure there. But we also have to blitz against this rookie quarterback. I think you mentioned a stat earlier this week about his turnovers. He has played good. He does do a lot of turnovers. But what makes a rookie force turnovers? Pressure. Absolutely. You relentlessly pressure him. You're Todd Bowles. Remember who you are. You're Todd Bowles. You come up with the most exotic blitzes in the league. This defense This 2020 defense should have a Todd Bowles name after it, like a Monty Kiffin Tampa 2. But it doesn't. Doesn't mean it's not a good defense. Blitz the quarterback. Blitz shook. He's going down. Dirty Saints are going down. Can't stand the organization. It's my favorite rival because I hate him the most. And it's been utter domination.
Yep. Yeah, and they stink, man. Raymond James Stadium during the 2000s and early 2010s, man, it was full of Saints fans. Can't wait to see what the numbers look like this year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Predictions in this one, Joe?
It depends. I got another question for you.
Yes, sir.
So the Saints are 23rd in rushing defense, below middle of the pack, right? They're 7th in passing defense. Okay.
Okay. I'm tracking.
Do we see more Sean Tucker? Because we saw 2 touches out of him for 0 yards last week. And the whole time while Bucky was out, Sean Tucker looked like he could handle it. Now, don't get me wrong. We want Bucky in. The crowd definitely wants Bucky in with all those Bucky chants. But if the Saints defense is more susceptible to the run than they are to the pass, are we going to see more Sean Tucker?
No, I don't think you need it. I don't think it's a necessity. You got Rashad. That's a good number 2. Good change of pace back, catch the ball. I don't think we need to see Sean Tucker in this one. The Saints aren't good enough that we need. Well, actually, I take it back. The Saints are so bad we might see Sean Tucker in this one. If the Bucs are who we think they are, okay, then they should be playing Sean Tucker in the fourth quarter. But let's see if they are who we think they are.
Deal. I got a 24-13. You Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Saints are walking the plank. We know it.
That's a good score. I'm going to do 23-17.
23-17.
23-17.
23-17, 24-13. Maybe it might be 49-0.
Yeah.
Regardless, the Saints are walking the plank. All right.
They're walking them, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, did you guys like this? Hit that little bell button. You hit the like,
Tell the
you hit the
people.
subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell the
Like,
homeless guy on the
subscribe.
street.
You never know who you may find.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I have been your host, Clay Major. My other host, sir, you got it that time. That's all that matters. This is the Buc It Podcast. Thank you for being aboard the ship. Now you're all free to walk the plank. And as always, remember, give a cheer for the Buccaneers.
Go Bucs.
Go Bucs. Love you guys.